Hey girl, hey. I'm gonna preface this. So when you're watching this video today and you're like, she talking about me. Listen, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me too, because I'm actually a part of this. So, it's not really about you, but if you feel like shots fire, pew, pew, it is what it is, girl. All right. So if you don't know, I'm Sonay, the owner of Sonay & Co. Email Marketing. And this is the most popular question that I always receive. And it kind of is like funny to me because when people ask this question, they always come like they are waiting for you to tell them this magic wand type answer to help them do this. And there's really no magic wand tactics that you can do to do this. And that is, how do I grow my email list? All the time. How do I grow my list? How do I promote my list? And in my mind, I'm always like, you know how to grow your email list. You really do. It's just something about saying I have to promote my email list that just makes people's minds go blank. And today, I hope by the end of this video, you feel like your mindset has shifted around this area of growing your email list. Um, I feel like one of the biggest things about growing your email list is one, you started this email thing because you heard that it could be really profitable for your business. Not necessarily because you believed in it, and not necessarily because you maybe even saw results, like big results from it. And you're like, this is what they told me to do, so therefore I started an email list, and what now? You, even if you started your email list and you saw like some sales, you got some consultations from you, okay, it has potential, but like the results are not always that consistent with it. And so it's like, well, what am I missing? What am I not doing right? What am I doing wrong? If that sounds like you, girl, keep listening. So email marketing, if you haven't heard, it's typically said that email marketing has a return on investment of around $38 to $42. It depends on the source in which you're getting the information for them numbers. But that is really dependent on the quality of your list and the systems that you have in place. So if you're like, I'm expecting to make this amount of money and you don't even have a welcome series in place, you don't have any other nurture funnels in place, and then you're also just adding any and everybody to your email list, and you're wondering why you're not seeing this type of return on investment. That's usually what happens. And so list quality matters just as much as list size. List size does matter. The more subscribers that you have on your list, the more potential you have in making the revenue that you really want. Having a smaller list is cool. It's cool. You can still have some very good buying power with a small list, because oftentimes when people get onto your list, it is, even with a small list, you can sell and you can make money from it. It has the buying power, but the biggest problem when you have just a small list, and this is actually with any list in general, is that naturally your email list has a churn rate. And that is basically every single year you lose 20 to 30% of your subscribers. They may not actually opt out of your email list, but they are no longer engaging with your email list. So if you have a small list of people and you're losing 20% of these people every single year, and your list is really not growing bigger, like that shrinks your chances of actually making the revenue that you want off of your list. I say this is important because so many times people have these small email lists, and they have the same small email list for so many years, and they're sending out these emails to people over and over again, and they're like, I'm not getting any results, we're not getting the clicks, we're not getting the sales. Why not? That's why it's so important that you have to be actively promoting your email list all of the time. Your number one goal in your business should be growing your email list. I say this all the time. Your email list is more important than your services and your products. You need to focus on growing your email list more than you focus on promoting your services and products. I know you don't believe me, but it's true. Okay. Especially again, when you have that small list and it's not really growing, and you're losing 20% of people, and you're only getting one or two new subscribers every once and again, like it's never going to actually be a revenue generating income. It's never going to be able to really generate any income for your business. And that's just what it is. One of the reasons why And so the reasons why your list dies naturally every year, it could be for a lot of reasons. Like it could honestly be they're no longer listed, they're no longer interested in your offers. It happens. I joined your list, it's not what I really wanted. I'm not paying attention anymore. Okay. Also it could be, oh, you burn me out on content. You're sending way too many emails to me. And this is just outrageous. And that can also really kind of happen because you don't have the right segments in place on your email list to really engage them. Also, it could be just as simple as I don't use that email address no more. I'm on your email list and I just don't even use it anymore. Nothing personal, it happens. And so that's why it's so important that you need to be actively growing your email list. And so things that make your email list a income generating powerhouse is the quality of the leads that you have on your list. Yes, having subscribers and like trying to grow your subscriber count big, I think it is important. You do need more subscribers on your list. So many times the list have under 500 people. Like that's not a good list. Having under 1,000 subscribers is really, it's really still like, that's like the bare meat and bones. Like you should really be trying to get well over, well over 1,000. Like if you want thousands of people on your email list, because that's how you can kind of leverage actually making real money from your email list. But you don't want to just grow those numbers with people who are not interested in your business, your services or your products. Like there is no point in having a really large list and they don't really care about what you're offering. That also right there is it kind of that defeats the purpose. So you want to focus on getting quality leads. One way is that one, you really need to know who your target customer is. Having a buyer persona is very important. This is why we offer that in our Lux Strategy experience. Having a buyer persona, because oftentimes people create it when they first start their business and they've never updated again. So you don't actually know who you're speaking to. When you know who you're speaking to, it's a lot easier to get quality leads because your visibility channels, like your social media channels, are really going to be speaking to those people directly. And it's really going to help pull in the people who are really interested in your business. And so quality of leads matter when it comes to making email marketing a income generating powerhouse. Also, automations should be the heartbeat of your email marketing system. Oftentimes people do not have the right automations in place for their business, and they're like, so it's a lot of manual outputs, and that also doesn't always lead to an increased income. So the more automations and having the right automations in place really does matter, and the results that you receive from your email marketing. So email marketing is really one of those things, and it's about what you bring in and also what you put out. And so automations do the heavy lifting on so many parts of your email marketing, your email marketing funnel. And if you're like, I don't really know what automations I should have in my business, well, make sure that you download the Automated CEO Email Funnel Glow Up Playbook. It's really going to help you know right away what funnels you should have in your business. It doesn't matter what the size of your list is, but as your list grows, the more funnels and things that you can have in place, and they'll actually do more of the work for you moving forward. Also, another piece that really makes your email marketing an income generating powerhouse is using segmentation in your email marketing. Email marketing is all about getting the right email in front of the right customer at the right time. And so segmentation is going to help you do that because you're sending emails to smaller groups of people in your email list. But that's a lot harder to do when you have a very small list. And I'm not going to get into segmentation. That's a whole nother video. But it doesn't make sense to have a whole bunch of segments if your list is only 500 people. You're going to have 2 people in a segment? Absolutely not. That's a waste of your time. So that's also a reason why you really want to get to a place of where you're growing your email list so that you can have the right segments and be able to send out emails to each segment that makes sense. Okay? Because like you're not going to want to create 5 variations of an email to send to 5 different segments if you only have 500 people on your list. Like that to you is going to be a waste of time. And then you're like, even if you hired someone, that's going to be a waste of time to them as well. So that's why it's so important that you are also growing your list so that these segments can have enough people for the content that you really need to be pushing out for your business. Okay. And so we're about to get into this mindset shift of how you're going to grow your email list. So you really need to view your email list not just as another part of your marketing strategy. You really need to really view it as it's the most valuable player on your team. Your email list is the only thing that you own when it comes to this marketing thing. You do not own any of these social media platforms. You cannot emphasize that enough. Your email list, you actually own it. You own the data that comes with it, and you own the people who are on it. When they give you their information, you own that. You can change platforms. You could change platforms 15 times and still be able to send out valuable information to these people and always still be able to reach them primarily on their phones because that's where people are reading their emails. So you need to really view your email list as it is valuable. It's an asset to your business. When you are out in public and doing in-person networking, you need to be thinking about how can I get this person on my email list, not specifically how can I sell them my product or my service. When you're on social media, you shouldn't really be selling your services or your products. I say this all the time. You need to be saying, let me promote my email list to people. And I get it. This is where we're going with it because you're like, how do I promote my email list? I'm going to ask him. I just want to really get to the point of really pointing out everything should be directed back to your email list. So when you're at the in-person events, who you're speaking to and who you're engaging to, you need to be directing them back to your email list. Social media, you need to be directing these people back to your email list. Your website needs to be directing people back to your email list. On your website, that's why we have pop-up forms, and that's why we have the footer forms and exit forms. Like, because we need to be pointing people back to our email list. This is the place that it gives us the most power. It gives us access to great data that really helps us and make informed decisions on our target audience in a way that you don't get that data with social media. But it gives you great insights. It can show you how people move, like when they up, when people online at 4 a.m. and what they're looking at. Like, that's the kind of power that email marketing data has. And so it's really important that you focus your efforts in growing your email list. So to get to really to the mindset shift. And how do you really promote your email list? And in a way, again, there is no magic wand tactic that's going to help you automatically grow your list. And again, I should have prefaced this whole video of saying, this isn't for somebody who doesn't understand like the whole, you need to have, forms on your website already, like your email pop-up form or the form in your footer and a lead magnet. This is for people who already know I have those things in place, but it's really not converting. And so, you need a lead magnet. Oftentimes people's lead magnets are things that you think that your target audience would like. And then it's something that you really just don't even want to promote. And that's really what the problem is. When you think of your lead magnet needs to be viewed as a product. It's not just this free thing I'm giving away that I'm hoping will entice people. Your lead magnet is an actual product of your business. It needs to be viewed as this is the entry level product of my business. This is the primary product I need everybody to use if they want to come work with me as a service-based provider. This product is going to give you instant value. You're going to be able to use this thing that I'm giving you for free, and you're going to be able to see real results from it. So many times people are putting out guides and things like that. Yeah, those are cool, but like, does that really like complement your actual services that you offer? If I use your lead magnet, it needs to be something that I use this. It makes me understand what you do. And now I am more interested in having you actually do it for me. Your lead magnet, and sometimes your lead magnet should be so good that even if you have the DIYers who join for that lead magnet and they're able to leave with those instant results and they're like, okay, this was exactly what I needed to get me to the next point and now I'm straight. That's a good lead magnet. Although they may not convert to your customer, that's a good lead magnet. That's what you should be thinking. Can a DIYer use this, get to the next point and be straight without me? Because if they can do it, that's great, because then that means that this is a very valuable tool. And chances are there's going to be other people who are going to be like, okay, this is very valuable. And I see what you're talking about. I'm trusting what you're saying. You giving me something of value. And now I kind of want to work with you. I want to see what else you got up, what other tricks you got up your sleeve. That's really what it should be doing. And so also, if you're thinking to yourself, I'm not about to get that off for free. There's other ways that you can grow your email list, that you can also make revenue a lot faster. So if you're like, I can create a service or a product that does exactly what you said is going to provide that kind of value, but I would like to get paid for it, then make a low ticket offer. It's something that costs like $9.97, $27, $47. Make an offer like that people can instantly buy, that does exactly what I said about all this value, and you're willing to sell it, for some money. Or you have a great freebie that really gets people interested, and then do a tripwire offer, which is, so someone say you have a guide or something, a checklist, I don't know, anything like that, and I sign up and I give you my email address because I want this checklist. But instantly I'm rerouted to a landing page. This landing page now has the same type of low ticket offer on it, where it's hyping it up like, you want to also get this $47 course too. And so that's another way that you can kind of make more money faster, that doesn't make, promoting your email list feel so like it's such a chore to do, because that's ultimately why people struggle with promoting their email list. It feels like a chore. And so doing something like that is going to really it's really going to in turn make you start looking at, this is a product. This is a real product for my business that really helps me generate money. And in turn, it's going to really make you want to promote your email list, because getting $47 today and then essentially selling your service, which is what, $1,500 or so, after, is going to feel a lot more appealing than maybe just doing like that free offer and then still trying to sell that $1,500 service. So think of your freebies. And you can still do a freebie if you are cool. Like, I'm still going to provide such a valuable tool to people for free. That's great. But also really still view that freebie as a product. This is a product. It's not a freebie. It's a product. When you start viewing it like that, it's going to make it a whole lot easier for you to use those same techniques that you used on Instagram to get people to pay attention to your reels when you out here doing all the trends and you out here trying to sell those products. Sell your lead magnet just how you would sell those products, using those trends, using those tricks. You get so creative with your content. That's how you want to get creative with your lead magnet promotion. You don't want to keep just putting out these boring little posts that talk about, oh, get on my list. It's great, period. Like, nobody wants that. But when you start viewing your lead magnet as a product and you get excited about promoting it because you know you're about to make some money, it's going to be a whole lot easier for you to promote this product. That's why I said, you already know how to promote your lead magnet. You already know how to promote your email list. You're just not viewing this thing as a valuable asset. And if you change your mindset and start to view this as a valuable asset, it's going to be a whole lot easier for you to promote that thing. Also, last piece is, if you view each subscriber as worth $1, that doesn't really sound appealing, and it's not going to make you go hard in the paint to like promote your email list, because you're just going to be getting $1 and $2 here and there every few weeks. That's not really exciting. But just imagine if every subscriber was worth $1 and you start to get 500 new subscribers every single day. That's $500 in your pocket today. What? That's $3,500 in your pocket this week. That's $14,000 in your pocket this month. That also would change how you view your email list. Granted, you may not get those kind of results off of your email list, but you really honestly could get those kind of results if you view every subscriber worth being $1. How do you get those kind of results? Again, focusing on getting quality leads on your list. So making sure that you are really targeting and talking to people on your visibility channels in a way that you're really enticing the right people to join your email list to get that new lead magnet, that product that you are pushing. Also, having those automations in place, because automations are going to do the heavy lifting for you. And then being consistent with your ongoing email marketing campaigns. Email marketing campaigns serve a great purpose in really keeping your business name in people's mouths. Okay. It is one of those great things. It also allows for you to kind of stay on top of like holiday time, all the different holidays throughout the year, and just honestly, just really putting great content out. Because like, if you, like for me, I can put out email tips all the time to people in my email list, or if something new, some new trend is out there, I can talk about it in my email list. Like, that's the great part about email marketing campaigns. But when it comes to automations is really your evergreen email marketing content that you can kind of create it and like set it and be done with it for a while. You do have to go back and optimize it over time, but ultimately, that's what that is for. And so when you have the right automations in place, it's really doing a lot of heavy lifting for you. Again, download the automated CEO playbook. It's really going to help you understand what automations you can put in place right now to help you grow this thing and make the money that you want. Okay. Girl, I'm starting to go, you know how I get, I start going left. So really that's really what the power of your business is. So when you're like, I don't know how to promote my email list, you absolutely know how to promote your email list. You have to start viewing your lead magnet as a product. And if you can't just make it a product in your mind, you really need to make it into a product, and it's going to be a whole lot easier. Look at it as an entry level product into your business. You have to get this product in order to get all the other greatness of my business, to get to the greatness of my services. And then you start using the power of your email list to promote all of your products and your services, and that's how you make email marketing work for your business. All right, girl, I'll talk to you soon.